Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining me tonight. My name is Susan Timchak. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'd like to welcome you. What I wanted to share with you tonight is a really beautiful, delightful daisy suite by Stampin' Up! It's something brand new in our current our current annual catalog. And today is Thursday. What is the date today? 22nd. And we're just notified that these daisy punches and the faceted gems and everything just came into our warehouse. So if this has been something that's been on your wish list, you'll want to go ahead and head on over to my online store. I'll post a host code that you can use to place an order to purchase the bundle. The gems, the paper, the ribbons. Check it all out, see what's there. This is actually the bundle. It's the Daisy Delight stamp set, and this is the Daisy Punch. And when you purchase the two of these together, you save 10%. So that is a great savings, and we all like to save. Every little bit counts. Isn't that right? So I'm actually doing a class tomorrow evening at my house. The class is already sold out. I have people that are attending and looking forward to creating some fun projects with this suite. So I thought I would do something a little different. I went on to Pinterest for a little bit of inspiration, and I'm going to show you some cards that we're going to do tomorrow night and a fun little project that we're also going to do. But let me show you something fun that I saw. I believe it was Lisa Curcio. She's a demonstrator with Stampin' Up! And here's a fun card that she did. I kind of did a little bit something different on it, not too much, but I thought it was really fun because when I see this Daisy Punch, when I show you the other ways I used it, I kind of have been thinking that route. But sometimes it's good to see what other people do with it and kind of give you some inspiration from there. So let me show you how quick and easy this card is to create. Now this is an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock that I scored at 5.5 and I cut down at 4.25, so it kind of makes a hot dog fold. That's what they call it. And this is Sahara Sand. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. This is kind of one of the colors I don't really tend to use a lot. So I thought I would, drag it out and see what I can do with it. So this is Crumb Cake Ink. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to use one of our Stampin' sponges. I cut them into wedges just to make them go a little further. And I'm just going to go along the edge and kind of give it a little bit of color. You can do it this way on your tabletop if you like to do that. But I like to just kind of flick along the edges, just like that. Kind of gives it a little bit of a dimension look as well. Roughs it up a little bit. You could kind of go around your corners like this too. It just kind of gives it a little something on the background. Okay, so let's tuck that away. Then, let's go ahead. We're going to do the little thank you. I figured, let's do that first. So I'm using our basic black ink. Now the thank you comes in the set. So I'm just going to, looking for my little silicone mat just to give me a little bit of cushion when I'm using these photopolymer stamp sets. So that's real nice. I love the thank you. I just think it makes the card look so elegant. So I'll put that on the side. So then what I think I'll do is I'm going to give the edges of this card a little something. And I'm basically just going to kind of do some little dots, dashes, X's, just to kind of decorate the edge a little bit. Now this piece that I'm working on is 1/4 of an inch shorter and smaller than the actual card base. So this piece is actually 4 by 5.25. And I don't know about you, but I'm jibber-jabbing and I have a hard time doing two things at once sometimes. So there we go. And this is just our basic Stampin' Right marker, basic black. It's pretty simple, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and do these little stems. Now, I haven't really played too much with the other stamps in this set, other than You know, the thank you, the daisy, the little flowers, the centers, but there's all these other little flowers and stems and things, and I think these are really fun, and these little flower pieces actually fit perfectly onto these along with these other little flowers. And it's a two-step stamp, so you can stamp the outline, and then you can stamp color over it a little bit lighter, same as the center and the leaves. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to use this stem with the leaves, and I'm using Old Olive ink. So that one I was kind of over like a little bit. I'm going to kind of go a little bit over. So there we go. That's cute. Then because they're photopolymer, we can actually turn them a little bit and twist them, which is fun. So I kind of want to have one kind of going off to the side like that. And let's see, I'll kind of bend one a little bit to go off. Sorry if my head's in the way, or a little bit like that. Okay, so that's fun. And we're actually all done with our ink for now. So what I went ahead and did is I just took our Whisper White cardstock and I punched out some daisies, and some of them I trimmed. I also took, out of basic black, I used the 1/2 inch circle punch to punch some of these little circles, and they're kind of getting lost on my background here, so I'll kind of put them on the card so you can see. So what I did was I just trimmed these little flowers, and I'm going to use one where I have cut right in half. I'm going to use our mini glue dots. I love these. The rest of the card is assembled with glue dots, and actually our Stampin Dimensionals. So I'm just going to take my flower to the roll, which is where the glue dot is, so then I'm not touching it, because sometimes when you touch it, it kind of loses its stickiness a little bit. And again, your flowers don't have to be perfect. Flowers in nature certainly don't always grow perfect, and flowers in crafting don't have to be perfect as well. Okay, so I'm just going to trim another one. This one is going to have 3, and let's see how this looks. Again, a glue dot. Now if I took the one with the 2, oh, they're very sticky to your fingers. And go ahead and do that. That looks good to me. And let's do another. And again, you know, this is totally up to you how you want to make your flowers. Okay, let's see how this goes. And I'm just kind of offsetting them. Okay, just like that. So then I'm going to take this flower to the glue dots, and I'm going to take my little circles, which are going to be the centers. I'm going to do the same with the others, and get my other, here we go, put that one there. I'm going to trim those, so no worries there. Okay, here we go. So this is fun. I mean, I love flowers. Don't always have a really good thumb with flowers, but paper, yeah, I can do that. I don't know, I'm kind of liking that full circle on that one. You could trim them however you want. Just take a little bit off of that one. Maybe a little more. Okay, so then you can decide where you want to put your flowers, where you feel they go best. And I always want to put the black going toward the out, because when you see these flowers in real life, this is the top and that's kind of like the bottom. So I think that looks good. I'm going to use our Stampin Dimensionals to adhere my flowers. So I'm going to just stick that on there, peel off the back. And they don't have to be perfect on those lines, because, you know, the line, it kind of covers up, and you can put it however you want. All right, let's see. May have to pick that one up a little bit. There we go. And one more. Okay. So you could see how quick and easy this card was to create. Now I have the other layer of the actual card base, and to stick this to the card, I'm going to give this even more dimensionals. Can you tell I love these dimensionals? I just love that, just that little touch that they do to a card to kind of make it stand out a little bit. And don't forget to put them in the center. You don't necessarily have to peel off the backing if you don't want to, but it's just make sure you don't get a saggy center. We hate saggy centers, don't we? I know I do. Okay, so then we're just going to go ahead and stick that to our card. And there you go. Push all my mess aside. And there is our really sweet, cute thank you cards that you can send out to friend and family, and you know, just about anyone. We always need to send a little thank you to someone. So let me show you the cards that we're going to create tomorrow night. And if you're interested, you can do a video after the class to show you how to create them. This is a fun card. We actually made this card during our on stage, which was the first time I got a look at this lovely suite. And I love it. It has one of our faceted gems in the center. So cute. Some of our designer series paper that coordinates, and a little piece of ribbon under there. So that's one of the cards we're going to do. Here's the next one. This also has the designer series paper that coordinates, and I just used a strip of cardstock here. Almost looks like a ribbon. Tied it with a little bit of our twine. And when I stamped these flowers, I stamped them in the Night of Navy, and then I used a blender pen to kind of blend in some of the color. And of course, stamped the little center, and I didn't put anything in this center. I just used the two stamps that do the center, one outline and one that does the basic backgrounds. And just a little, your thoughtfulness brightened my day. And then inside, thank you for your kindness. So that one's cute. And then this time we have a 3D project, and we're actually going to be making these little daisy flower pots, and I just think they're just super adorable. A little clay pot, some little filler stuck in there. These are so cute, so fun to make, really great little gift, whether you're visiting someone in the hospital, maybe someone's allergic to flowers but they love flowers. This is a great way to give them just a little gift in a little decorated bag with a card, say, such as this, to thank someone for something. So those are the projects that we're going to be creating tomorrow night at my Delightful Daisy class. And I'm sorry you can't make it, but there's always more classes to come. I'm going to be having a lot more fun classes, including in July is going to kick off my Christmas in July class. And then each month after that, through November, possibly December if there's sufficient time, we're going to have a class every month to make Christmas cards. So when Christmas comes, you are all ready to just address those cards and send them out in the mail. Excuse me. So thank you so much. Oh, let me show you one more thing before I go. This is, I'm not sure if you could see this. Let me use it on the back. This is that same daisy punch. Let me pull some of these other ones I did. And I use, excuse me, remember the Shrinky Dink stuff we used as a kid? Well, this one I actually colored and I punched out and used my heat tool to shrink it down. And look at these cute little embellishments. I mean, you could very easily add them to a card. And this one I stamped and I colored with our markers, and I punched it out with a circle punch, and I have a little hole in there. Whoop. So if you wanted to make a little bracelet, earrings, or adhere it to your card or something, I thought those were a lot of fun with the little Shrinky Dinks. Okay, well, again, sorry, I need to grab a drink. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you have a super Stampin' night, and I hope to see you here again real soon. Bye for now.